this is Ben Hernandez, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the brand new Brooks Adrenaline GTS 13. This is the brand new 13. It's a stability shoe built for those runners who tend to pronate a fair amount. So firstly, I'm going to talk about the midsole and the outsole of this shoe, and those are probably the most important parts of the Brooks Adrenaline, and that's the thing that they've kept the most consistent in this shoe. We're going to start with the heel, and that's a pretty nice soft piece of foam. Then you move into a second density, which is this light gray piece right in here, and then you move into the most dense piece right here into the arch and slightly back into the heel. That's important because it's catching your pronation earlier in your step. So when you're heel striking, this shoe is slowly starting to correct you, slowly through. Also, it makes the shoe a lot smoother during that transition, having those different densities. So you're not soft crashing the heel and then a correction right in the midfoot here. So it's giving you a nice smooth finish like that. Another cool aspect is, we're going to kind of shoot to the outsole, is the Caterpillar crash pad. This is starting to be found in more and more Brooks shoes. There's a segmented piece of rubber along the outside of the shoe here, and that's basically there to kind of smooth your transition to midfoot as well. So the way a caterpillar would grip a branch or a leaf or a centipede 1 foot at a time in sequence like that, this is designed to kind of do the same thing. It's pretty neat. And so it's there to, as you come through that heel strike, it's there to kind of grip and pull you through in one fluid motion. So they're basically using these couple of densities, that crash pad, to help smooth out the stability in this shoe. So it's not a big, heavy, clunky stability shoe. The other cool aspect, and this is kind of, I think, their main claim to fame right now as far as cushioning, and this is found, I believe, in almost every Brooks shoe these days, and that's the DNA cushioning. The DNA cushioning is a gel piece that they've mounted in the heel and in the forefoot of the Adrenaline. It's a very adaptive gel. So the thing that makes it different than other gels is that if you are a bigger, heavier runner or a heavier striker, that gel is going to stay firm for you and kind of give you some more energy return. If you're a lighter weight runner, a little bit more of an efficient runner, that gel stays nice and soft and cushioned. I usually tell people it's kind of like doing a belly flop into a swimming pool. So if you're on the side of the pool and you do a little belly flop, it doesn't hurt that much. But if you are on a high dive and you happen to hit that water, suddenly that water is pretty solid. So the DNA kind of acts like that. It's very adaptive, and it basically helps cushion a very wide variety of runners. Let's move into the upper of this shoe. There are a couple of neat aspects about that too I want to talk about. One of them is the elastic eye stays that are right here in the top. So this is helping to make the shoe even more adaptable to more runners. So if you have a tall foot, if you've got a more shallow foot, this is going to kind of meet you there. And so those eye stays will really open up and give you some elastic there. So also to ensure that you don't tie your shoelaces too tight, because that's very important. You want to really keep that blood flow going through the foot during your workout. One other neat aspect of the upper that they've been doing for the last couple of years is what they call tongue tied. And basically that is a little loop that's right here on the tongue, and it's a little bit higher on the tongue. You basically feed your laces through it, and it keeps the tongue from slipping over to the side of the shoe that happens basically in a lot of different shoes. So the elastic pieces along the eyelets, the tongue tied, those are some pretty cool aspects of the upper of the shoe. But again, Brooks really knows, basically when it has a good thing. This is their go-to shoe, and so they're not going to mess with it too much. Besides having that dual density or that tri-density foam that they use, they've got some better flex grooves in the forefoot to make this shoe flexible. Other than that, they haven't changed a lot, but I would really encourage you to come in for a gait analysis when you're thinking about this shoe because of its stability level. The Brooks Adrenaline GTS 13 is available at all TrySports locations. Check out our website, www.trysports.com. Thanks for watching. Come check out this shoe.